What happens there? Yeah. Yes, that's good.
Just trying to stand next to you guys or open stand around.
Alone, right, yeah.
And trying to sort of like.
Is that what's going on?
Oh yeah, that's the live stream.
No.
It's already done.
Yeah, but you can walk through it because you look like in the airport.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it.
Oh, and of course you had to bring your dog here.
It's
She's
cute
always
though.
been
Where
a
is it?
No. Dogs used to be cute. Now everybody's brother has a dog. We're supposed to be so cute. It's not.
It's a cute dog. It's still a cute dog.
That, to me, is original. It's little. It's a one's hand dog.
Oh, one minute.
I have a dog. It's good. Yeah.
You wrote it, right? So how hard to how
undefined
could it be? And half the people wouldn't even notice it's the same, regardless of their words.
But we're all here. Hey, Allie, how are you?
Hey, sister of the valedictorian, huh? Was meinst du für uns?
We have dessert, please.
Danke. Ich habe geglaubt, ihr müsst gleich anfangen. Das seid ihr schon gleich. Okay, uns schickst du mal, gell?
Oh ja, gerne, bitte. Danke.
Dankeschön. Die Mutter von einem Mathematiker und die Kollegin. Der ist Krankenhaus. Ja, genau.
Kommt gleich rein. Hallo, ich bin die Silke. Hallo Sabine. Sieht sehr schön aus. Ja, super.
Also, Sie der eingesprungen, denn ich glaube
Nein, Klavier.
Klavier, aber die Tochter spielt gleich.
Und die wäre dann
Genau, ja.
Ich habe eine Exzellenz gemacht, aber so ist viel schöner. Nein,
Für mich sein Klavier haben wir irgendwann einmal, bevor wir dann überhaupt angefangen haben, hat sie gemacht. Also wir haben sie kein Klavier. Keine Ahnung. Ich glaube, in so einem Nebenraum oder so.
das wäre eigentlich heute gesagt. Da vorne ist auch nicht schön, aber wo ist das?
Leben ja. Ich kann mir vorstellen, wie es so ein Nebenraum. Alle Namen der Ex sind hier. Das sind Ex-Schüler, Schwester. Natürlich kenne ich sie. Namen. Du hast so viele wahrscheinlich.
just have no idea. I know that I'm sitting here, I'm sure that
Und wann geht's
Oscar
eigentlich?
is sitting here.
Wir müssen es ja dann noch irgendwie anders. So fest.
Hier ist okay. Oder?
Nice. If you want me to, I can text my mom and get her to tune in. Yeah.
The idea here in front, I'm not going to be back.
Ja, genau. Und wenn es aber siehst, manche Nadeln und die Creme, die zeigen,
That is not true. But I understand. Shall I scream again? Shall I scream? Yeah, you can. I told you you had to.
That's right. Very good thinking. Very good thinking. I already sent a couple people.
Great to see you.
Doesn't matter now.
I know. Continue that point.
Okay, we're there. Now, and who is that? Who is that? Yes. No, not that one. The one that's
I meant just start in general, not the continuous test. Start now? I don't know. Let's start with like Joe, we got it. I still share that. Let's start music in general. It is my yeah. Let's start now then. I know, I think it's just behind the whole bunch from over there. Oh, sure. Come sit here. Maybe come sit here. Maybe come sit here and we'll meet there. Yeah. Yeah, because then it's like nicer chairs.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, and of course, fellow students and graduates, I'm very pleased to welcome you to the 2024 Commencement ceremony. My name is and I'm the Valedictorian of the class of 2024. And I'm going to be honest with you. Most cannot describe how proud I am to be standing here in front of you right now. But I'll try my best. Looking back behind me, as behind every student in my class, there is a path of ups and downs, for failures and success that eventually led to this moment. And standing here before you today, I can only say one thing. Thank you. Gratitude is the only thing I feel, reflecting on it's difficult to emphasize enough how grateful I am to all the people I have encountered on my way. Those whose help and support have made me who I am, a strong, confident person. I'm grateful to Mr. McLean, who has made it possible for me and my Ukrainian countrymen to have a chance at a better future. I'm grateful to Ms. Salzburger for bearing with my kind of stubborn silence in AP biology. I'm grateful to Mr. Lipsy for putting up with me producing the 2 + 2 is 5, and still hopefully believing that I will get 5 on the 8 in the end. I'm grateful to Ms. McLean for her never-ending patience, and to Mr. Ron for her just incredible optimism every day. I'm grateful to Mr. Dayton and Mr. Gillette for their guidance. I'm grateful to Ms. Fox and Mr. Fox and their amazing team, Ellie, Abby, Arabelle, Tom Henry, Matt, and me, that has showered us with support. And of course, the wonderful Ms. Clark for her comforting and everyday's good night ladies. And you know, I think my friends deserve a special thank you in this. They've been here for me every single despair and every single happiness that I've experienced. And most of all, I'm grateful to my parents, without whom I would not be standing here in front of you. And you know, I think we all really should appreciate the role of our parents in this. After all, I think there's nothing more that can make one more proud than watching their offspring finally sitting in a gown and a cap. Lisa Wingate once said, "Raising a child is like planting a seed and watching it grow into a beautiful flower." And I want to assure you that these seeds have not just grown into beautiful flowers, they have become something so much greater. In front of you, ladies and gentlemen, are seated people who hold all the power in their hands to make a difference in the soul of people. In front of you are people like Nicole Berger, whose diligence and ambition have made her the Valedictorian of Class of 2024. In front of you are people like the holder of the 2024 ECIS Award, Maria Bodroja, whose communication skills and leadership have made her an important presence in the school. In front of you are talented and intelligent people, all of whom now have to leave the walls of a familiar yellow building and venture into the world. And you know, it might be quite scary. After all, most of us have been here for at least 2 years. Some of us have been here for 4, some of us even 6. But these people that you see in front of you, future politicians, lawyers, entrepreneurs, artists, they're the generation that will make the difference for the better. They have the power to stop the wars. They have the power to help those in need. They have the power to, even with all the humanities knowledge we've got, to start a new cultural movement. And if I know one thing for sure, I know that for the past 2 years of my stay in the school, I have been surrounded by strong, ambitious, and confident people. Even with all the uncertainties and doubts I have, I believe if there is anyone who will go through fire and storm to get what they want, it is the class of 2024. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Diploma Fox, and I have the pleasure of being Dean of Students for this wonderful group of graduates. I'm here to present the ECIS Award which stands for the European Council for International Schools Award for International Understanding. This award is given to a student who is a good representative of his or her own country with a positive attitude toward the life and culture of others, able to converse in at least 2 languages, a contributing force in the life of the school with the ability to bring different people together into a sense of community, thus furthering the cause of international understanding. This award is an especially unique one in that academic achievement is not a factor when we as a faculty and staff collaborate to select the recipient. Instead, we focus on things like the individual's level of involvement, the way they treat those around them, and the sincerity of their effort to contribute positively to the community. These qualities are especially important in an international boarding community like ours. Under one roof, the students at AIS-Salzburg study together, live together, eat meals together, and participate in weekend activities together. Our student body hails from different continents, different countries, and different cultures. This year's recipient of the ECIS award, Maria Barroza, has demonstrated that she is keenly aware of these differences within the community and the importance of overcoming them to establish common ground in order to have a warm, loving, safe environment for each student under our care. Maria has got to be one of the most warm and friendly and welcoming faces for students to see when they arrive at school. When I say that she is helpful, I don't mean that she simply offers to clean up once in a while or takes out the recycling without complaint. She certainly does those things, but she also seeks out staff and students when she senses they are busy or overwhelmed and makes a point to ask them how they are and shows genuine interest in what is happening in their lives. I have noticed over the years that Maria makes a point to socialize within a wide range of people. Of course, she has a close group of friends, but it's not uncommon to see her signing off campus with kids of different ages. See, do pay more attention when you sign out, I didn't guys realize. And that she is often participating in activities in order to make sincere connections with students outside of her friend group. This is a really important quality, because when it comes to bringing different people together into a sense of community, the seeds that are planted occur through casual conversation and simple socializing. By taking the time to make others feel comfortable and seen, Maria shows her positive attitude toward the life and culture of others. One of the best examples of Maria being a contributing force in the life of the school can be seen through her role on the volleyball team. Her coaches made a point to tell me how valuable she was, how much they appreciated her maturity, and one of her coaches put it best by saying, Maria has the unique ability to help instruct her peers without being demeaning or condescending, and this quality made her the backbone of her team. More than anything, Maria Barroza tries her very best to do what she believes is right, not because she will be rewarded with a prestigious award at graduation, but because she wants to be the best possible version of herself in the hopes that this attitude will inspire others to do the same. Mission accomplished, Maria. You have inspired us all, and we know you will continue to do so wherever life takes you. Congratulations on winning this year's ECIS award.
Thank you, Ms. Fox, for this lovely introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, teachers and fellow classmates, firstly, I'm incredibly honored to be standing here before you today, receiving this ECIS award. Since this award is about international understanding, it is very significant to me because while growing up in a developing country, I learned how tough life can be, with the cruelty covering kindness and the beauty of humanity. And in such an environment, it is really hard to maintain a peace. And I'm deeply touched by the fact that within this community, I am a beacon of hope and compassion. I still remember the first day of my senior year when a student, I won't say the name, he asked me where I was from, and when I said I was from Bosnia, he said, well, Bosnia? I don't even know where that is. That happens really often when you come from a developing country. Thank well, I can't see you right now, but let me know if you're around. Yeah. But jokes aside, coming from a developing country, I witnessed the struggles that many people face on a daily basis. I saw how cruelty can dominate society, leaving individuals feeling alone and helpless. And yet, among the darkness, I've seen kindness where you can't see everywhere else, a special type of kindness. It convinced me that there's still empathy and solidarity left in this world. These experiences carved a deep-seated desire in me to make a difference, to be a source of support and comfort. They taught me the importance of being patient, understanding others, and being compassionate even when it's harder than usual. As I reflect on my high school years, I realized that this desire for connection has been a driving force for everything I have done. Whether it was participating in cultural exchanges or building friendships with people from all over the world. My friends and I are even proof that Yugoslavia could form back again. But perhaps the most valuable lesson I have learned was the importance of listening to my own heart. Please do me a favor and do not skip meals. Sleep enough. You must know that in a world filled with distraction and noise, it is so easy to lose sight of what truly matters. So what is important is to listen to that little voice in your head that guides you towards what's really important. So please take this friendly, sincere advice of mine. Then there are people who, even they're hundreds of kilometers away, they make you feel just like they are right here, reaching for a hug. And Mom, Dad, my lovely sisters, thank you for those hugs. Excuse me. Mom, thank you for dealing with my problems and not letting me or any of us sisters face any other difficulties in this world. My sisters, thank you for being there for me, even though I do both bad and good things. My father, besides teaching me how business works, this man taught me how loyalty is important to our family. I know that I'm not a person who's so good with the words, but all I want to say is that my heart belongs to each one of you, and I could not be anyone without you. Ich war und tôi volím I also cannot thank my friends enough. My pediments to my tablature, my Virgil to my Dante, and my teachers who have been here every single time for me. Thank you, Ms. Kasperger, Mr. Ohm, for being there for me every time I was at my lowest. Thank you, Mr. McLean, for adding classical elements in my dreams for information Greece and Rome, and analyzing every single painting. I think I found my aesthetics in Botticelli actually the most. I love it. Thank you, Mr. Lichty, for being there for me, for not giving up on me. I remember when Mr. Lichty once said to me, "You want a higher grade? Just stop writing wrong things." And it must say it helped. Big thanks to Ms. Clark. Your will be missed every day, and no brushing our hair, bringing us sweet flowers. Oh, sorry. And last but not least, thank you, Ms. Fox, Arabella, Allie, Abby. I'm trying to maintain eye contact. Tom Henry, Nick, and Matt for just listening to me yapping. It's not an easy job. A lot of people in this hall know that. And for generally having a really great time here at the AIS. I think that in today's world, the need for unity has never been more crucial. I believe we have the ability to come together, to support one another, to lift each other up. And that is why, as I stand here today, I'm committed to promoting the making of a community of inclusivity, empathy, and solidarity. A community where we celebrate our differences, where we stand united in our shared community. Thank you one more time for this outstanding award. It means the world to me, and it encourages me to continue my journey. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, family members, friends, students, staff, and faculty, members of the class of 2024, I'd like to welcome you here today. Mila, Maria, thank you very much for those words, inspiring and grateful we are. If you are a parent, like I am, then you probably realize that there are many, many responsibilities that are associated with that job. The job comes along. You don't really select it. It just kind of happens, and you are a parent. And as a parent, you provide food when your children are hungry. You provide sustenance when they desire knowledge, desire a home when they say, give me shelter. You provide comfort, care, guidance, direction, and above all, you provide security. Being a parent, however, is never really rewarded. You don't get paid for it. You don't get compensated for it. There's no return on your investments, except in the form of those children that you have raised. You hope maybe one day when they have children, they'll realize just how much you suffered, and then the world will come back into balance. At any rate, during this next musical interlude, the members of the class of 2024 would like to ameliorate that situation a little bit and show their appreciation and thanks to the parents who are here, to the family members that are here. And so I will let them do that and enjoy.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, family members, friends, esteemed academic and pastoral colleagues, and of course the celebrated senior class. I've been honored to introduce to you the valedictorian of the AIS-Salzburg Class of 2024. This is the student who is graduating with the highest grade point average of anyone in this class. And it's a spectacular class. But first, an apple. A simple yet nutritious fruit, but in my childhood, growing up where I did, an apple was also the coveted prize and honored award for being a good teacher. Traditionally, this was the student gift for a teacher on Teacher Appreciation Day. There are several theories on why apples became this symbol of teaching, this emblem of knowledge. Some of them go back thousands of years, even to the Genesis story of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden, which is so often depicted in religious art as being an apple tree. I don't suppose that Nicole Borislavova Georgieva knew this when 3 or 4 years ago, on the first day of the new school year, she presented me with a beautiful painted miniature ceramic apple tree. It's been sitting on my desk ever since. Nicole told me at the time that she'd been on a Mediterranean vacation over the summer and saw this little tree and thought of it. It will always remain a treasured gift. From an educator's perspective, Nicole herself will always remain a treasured gift as well. I was fortunate to be one of Nicole's first teachers when she started at AIS-Salzburg 6 years ago. I think I speak for all of her teachers at the school since then, that Nicole was known from day one as a success story about to happen. When her name is brought up among faculty, it's often accompanied by words like dedicated, determined, diligent, driven, and goal-oriented. It was Nicole herself who told me already when she was in the 7th grade that it was her plan to be the valedictorian of the graduating class. I don't think you guys have a chance. And here we are today, me introducing Nicole to give her a valedictory speech. She has certainly accomplished her goal. During those 6 years of Nicole's academic career, she has consistently demonstrated her will to succeed academically. 6 years is 18 trimesters. In each of those 18 trimesters, Nicole has had a grade point average of at least 4.1 on our scale that tops out at 4.3. She has been a distinguished student 15 trimesters and a senior scholar 3 trimesters, which adds up to 18. Nicole has been on the school's honor roll every trimester for her entire 6 years. But it's not just in academics that she has succeeded or surpassed her goals. For many, she became a trusted and true friend. For classmates, she became a role model. For me, she became a reminder of the truly rewarding human aspect of being a member of this AIS-Salzburg community. I reflect fondly on the many times Nicole would come to speak with me after classes, regaling me with tales of Bulgaria and summer vacations, life plans, and her current interest at the time. We would laugh often, sometimes shed a tear or two. We would share stories of ups and downs, and and advise and support each other's future plans. I don't know, Nicole, if you ever realized how honored I am that you chose me to be a sounding board and a confidant through those years. Nicole has demonstrated her diligence through achieving this huge academic accomplishment. And she has demonstrated her humanity to many of us through simply being herself. A true apple of our collective eye. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the AIS-Salzburg Class of 2024 Valedictorian, Nicole Boroslavova Georgieva.
Dear class of 2024, faculty members, families, and friends, welcome and thank you for being here. As a class, we have waited for this day patiently. We have counted days, hours, minutes, and seconds, and now that this day has come, we feel sorry that it passed, because it means leaving behind friends and inspiring teachers that have served as our mentors throughout our journey on AIS-Salzburg. In my 6 years at the school, I have preoccupied myself with preparation for new history developments and calculus alongside Mr. B. A teacher who may have made many students cry, but has also led them to improvement and learning new knowledge and math. In some students such as me, there was anything new to acquire, as seen by the fact that they have all gone through their knowledge at some point. No building will ever be the same, as on every arch, pediment, column, and architectural decoration stands out because of Mr. McLean's incomparable ability to make something so mundane fascinating for your students' mind. Mr. McLean sparks such curiosity in his students, in particular in his senior class, as seen by Valentina and Eli's questions that break the silence and Laura's responses that bring us back up in a very loud discussion. Not a moment has passed without talking the importance of the ninth project in this class where it has so highly influenced in his students' minds, along with the importance of kindness, generosity, and humor, as seen by occasions where Arthur's regular naps and Neil's active participation. It wouldn't be a regular weekend if my fellow classmates and I didn't find ourselves fluttering around an imaginary world, the door to which was a book, whether it be an ancient Parental or classical literature. And on Mondays when walking into the classroom, greeted by Jade's and Yulia's warm smiles, we all became energized and forgot about the long evening that was just passed. To be or not to be was what we asked ourselves when we dived into the revival of classical ideas and the Napoleon Wars. We wouldn't have been asked for that without serious eagerness for a better understanding of European history, Samara's ability to answer all of Mr. Schiller's questions, and Paul's interest in any subject except for the subject at hand. However, Ms. Brown's warm products and chocolate kept the classroom safe. Physics and chemistry with Mr. Leiker left us all realizing our lack of knowledge, except for them, who urging the answer to all the questions were just not beginning to ask. A big thank you goes to all the German teachers at the school, in particular Miss McLean. Miss McLean's epitome of kindness and generosity. German classes were filled with creative activities to improve my understanding of the language, and I am beyond grateful for them. On days when we were overwhelmed, sometimes sick, we focused on Mr. Sutton. His evaluation of our well-being and ironic comments are things that all students in this room are familiar with. On days when we really we got closer to this process with Miss Montaigne. She was the woman who was more generous in her permission to let us take a sick day, but also the woman who takes on the admirable job of managing the main office. After a full day of school, when the building that houses our classes becomes our home, we are all going to be glowing fair and Miss Clark. Miss Clark is a person who, no matter what, will ask you how you are and how your day was. Her caring nature, bubbly mood, and unconditional support is what has helped many students keep their motivation in check. Miss Foss has had a similar effect on the students. She always makes sure that there are fun activities on the weekend, but also that everyone has someone to learn to make use of the meeting. She makes us all feel as her friends and creates a comfortable and safe environment for us. She achieves that with the help of all of the lovely RAs all serve as our support system, role models, friends, and even family. Lastly, Mr. Fox is the organizer of our school trips. He puts an immense amount of effort into making sure that all students can get a change of scenery and take part in activities televised beaches and wandering. His role in the management assembly came of teachers and resident staff members that have dedicated their lives to improving these students. It is a hard task, I imagine, but I can confidently say he has succeeded. There aren't enough thank yous to express my gratitude for all of you. The people that unites as a class from our human being. It is most surprising for me as a holder of the ECIS award that she is incredibly helpful and open-minded. It is these traits that make her so approachable and easy to talk to. Leo, on the other hand, is going to make sure that everyone feels included. He has not forgotten to congratulate a single birthday, these 33 years of Christmas. It is the importance of such people that is often overlooked. Because this is so academically oriented, we often forget to be kind and inclusive to others. At the start of each school year, we're all far away from our comfort zones at home and home with our families, and are in a new environment with many people we don't know first, all trying to fit and trying friends and grow. It is important always to remember that trying to learn the kindness to people can make a big difference to you. This is a lesson that all the teachers and staff members in this world have great emphasis on, and I can say that this senior class in particular has taken a great note of that. Stated by Lisa and Lisa's encouraging behavior and positive capital, Kate's little portraits to make us all feel special, Kat's caring nature, and Nicole's jokes to show us confidence. We cannot, however, forget the role of our families. Our families are the ones who have filled us with love, encouraged us when we have doubted ourselves, and most importantly, made the necessary sacrifices to give us the opportunities we have now. Without my family, I would always have been able to pray. Mom, Dad, and Mom, who they live in me, so this gives you the hope to take the ways of down, as well as standing past and vision. We have only gotten this far to support each other. If you take nothing else from the speech, remember to be kind to yourself and others. Thank you.
Thank you, class of 2024. Thank you for the very, very honor of asking me to be present. I feel it. As Lord Fairbairn told Master Samwise Gamgee in the Two Towers, praise for praising is above all. I have here what constitutes a lunar orbit. What is it? What's it for? Where does the phrase, rest on your laurels, come from? I'm so glad you asked. Yes, you're very welcome. Education. What are laurels? In the ancient world, a wreath of laurels would be awarded to someone, an athlete or a military victim, for excellence. But they were also awarded for academic excellence. We get many words when we use for laurels. Nobel laureate, poet laureate, baccalaureate. All of these represent excellence. We also get our cautionary phrase, don't rest on your laurels. While we don't actually award these wreaths anymore as a symbol of the crowning achievement of your high school years, you still have laurels. The grades are your laurels. Your awards are your laurels. Your diploma, your laurels. But these do not define who you are. They define one moment in your life. Only one. They do not determine what you're going to become. Each laurel should be a launching pad to take you forward to the next amazing goal in life. I need a volunteer. You have all seen statues or pictures of victors or academics that have been awarded laurels for excellence. They are often depicted with the laurels surrounding their heads, as it should be. But you have also seen them with the laurels held behind their backs in a very modest pose. And I believe that this is how you should hold your laurels. They should not be on your head. They should be behind you, providing that push for you to go forward and do excellent things in the future. Don't be complacent. Don't be satisfied with what you have achieved. Look for what you can do and what you will do. You've done so much in the time you were here, so very much. You have brought back the boys' volleyball team. You have finished your senior paper. You have completed your AP examinations over the last 3 years. That's a huge achievement. You have made your community a place for everyone to enjoy. You have brought home basketball trophies, volleyball trophies, and football trophies. You have done so much. But you have so much more to do. So much more to do. There is a trope in American movies and books, and it is the football player, or basketball player, or baseball player. You can take your pick. He is handsome, he's liked by everyone, he's humble, he's a good student, and a star athlete. He would be responsible for the team winning the season, and then going on to the national championships, and he would throw that final pass in the last seconds of the game to score that final touchdown that would bring home the national championship to his school and to his team. He would be a true star and will have achieved excellence. In the movies, this young man will continue his life after high school, but he never actually leaves his moment of glory. His whole life was built then on his shining moment as a football player. He achieved his laurels, and now he's content to rest on them, to let them define him for the rest of his life. Don't do that. Don't rest on the laurels that you get today. Yes, remember today. Remember the achievements behind you that have brought you here. But don't let this be your finest achievement. Let it be one of your finest. The phrase, don't rest on your laurels, applies to all of us, not just you freshmen and graduates. We become stolid. We become fixed. We become slightly ossified in our beliefs and our actions when we are content to remain who we were as humans, as educators, and as young men and women who are going out into the wider world. We owe it to ourselves first, and we owe it to the world second, to never simply be. We should strive to become, to be more. Always learn, and always grow. Speaking for myself only, and you have heard this many times already, I grow through my interactions with you, my students, and my students who are here now, who will come back to us. You teach me as much as you learn. You give me new perspectives. You give me new ideas. You keep me open-minded and willing to look at different realities, which is excellent. It's one of the many, many joys of teaching. And with my colleagues, I grow through these exchange of ideas. You are my role models, whether you realize it or not. What would Mr. Rowe do? How would Mr. Lindsay handle this? How would Mr. Liker manage this? All of this helps me to grow and to become more. I have my own laurels. I could probably dig them out and dust them off and show them to you, but they really don't matter matter for now is getting here. And they also matter for how they can continue to grow in the future. And you should continue, but you should continue for yourselves. Those here who have supported you are vital to you and vital to your success and to your future. But you should strive for yourself now. They, and those who are behind you, who have supported you, have been your silent and not so silent support over the years. They have been just that, your support. You need to forge your own way now. With our encouragement and with your brothers behind you. Miss Cerrone and I have lots of discussions. Lots. And a recurring topic is never grow up. Miss Cerrone and I will never grow up. Ever. And I tell you, never grow up. But mature. Mature and evolve into the fantastic adult that you are so well on your way to become. But never grow up in the meaning that you're done. And you have no need for play or amusement. Achieving your laurels in life isn't only about growing up. It's also about being creative and inspired with the imagination and the audacity of youth to build on what you have achieved and to stay curious. Cultivate your imagination. Mature, but don't stop growing and achieving and imagining and playing. You will be the ones changing the world. You cannot do that if you are content to live in the past. Use that brain. You have it. Use it. It's now time for you to start living up to your own expectations, not ours. Our expectations are always high. You've been here 1, 2, 4, 6 years, some of you. That's not long in the grand scheme of things. It's a very short part of your life. Even though sometimes it seems like an eternity, it's less than 10% of your life. What are you going to do with the rest of your time? We are allotted a lifespan of an average of 72 years. That is 3,000 average, 3,800 weeks. By the time you reach 18, you now have about 2,800 weeks. You have spent between an average of 33 and 200 weeks with us, growing and learning and gathering laurels. You can be complacent and satisfied with what you have achieved and the ways in which you have achieved it. Yes, you can. But I beg, implore, beseech, importune you, do not be complacent. Raise your own expectations into goals that make you reach, strive, and exceed. You have come this far, don't stop now. You can. And you know you can. And if you think for 1 minute that I do not believe in you, you will do it. And you do not know me. All of us behind me, all of those here for you, are interwoven into your lives. Education, your and your accomplishments have gotten you here today. Where will they take you tomorrow?
We are about to get to the high point of why we're here today, and that's to distribute the diplomas to the members of the senior class of 2024. Before we do so, if you listen carefully, you heard Ms. Kosberger, Nicole, Mila, and Maria all mention very deservedly that there are people over here to my left who are, to a great extent, responsible for the assistance and support, direction, guidance, and education of these fine young people. We take a moment to show our respect and gratitude to them. First of all, with the members of the resident care staff, please stand. And the members of the AIS-Salzburg teaching faculty. Excellence and artistic talent of our pro musica quartet led by Ms. Margaret Largstein, our German and Italian teacher. Thank you. Moving on. We have a rather special senior class in front of us today, which we will shortly award their diplomas. They are, as a group, quite astonishing because they are uniquely at a high level. The average of the class is higher in GPA than any graduating class in the last 20 years. I don't know if someone's mentioned that yet, but that's, in my opinion, a very significant accomplishment. Further, I don't know if you noticed in their speeches, again, Nicole, Mila, and Maria's speeches, that this class has a certain sense of graciousness and gratitude, which defines them, which is encouraging. They're kind, they're quite mature, they're very considerate, and therefore it's hard to watch this class leave because I think all of us who have taught them over the years have enjoyed them very, very much. I also want to say that this is the snottiest group of students I have ever had in my life. You have so many colds, so many allergies, so many nasal congestions, and so many sinus infections that you have used more of these. Recognize them? Than any other class I have ever been acquainted with. You have compromised my ability to make a financial budget that works for the school year due to the number of tissues you've had to buy. You have ameliorated the time in which Mr. Sutton, in charge of health care, has had to spend on other students, and you have probably interrupted up to 15% of the instructional time because so much was coming out of your head that it was hard for us to get it back into your head during class. I hope that the sniffles and the sniffing and the sneezing and the rest of it is out of your system now because I'm done with it. No more tissue. I have today one last assignment for the senior members of class before you graduate. This is a relatively straightforward assignment. But like all straightforward assignments, sometimes there are some variables that you need to be aware of. And so as a conscientious instructor, I will try to point these out for you. The last assignment is the following. When your name is called, please step forward to receive your diploma. The variables. When your name is called, don't trip, don't fall, don't slip off those 8-inch heels as you proceed across this rather slick marble floor. And please don't cringe and don't make a face or grimace when I mispronounce your name. The cameras are rolling. Please smile, appear happy, appear pleased with yourself, because I think you should be pleased with yourself. But please, overcome any desires. Skip, hop, jump, or sashay over to shake my hand. Receive your diploma by shaking my hand. I will be holding your hand for an awkward and lengthy period of time. I apologize for that. But I want you to turn and smile and look at the audience while I'm shaking your hand so that they can get a good photo of this very precious moment, which you should enjoy. I think I brought some handy wipes to wipe off my hands there afterwards in case any of that sneezy snottiness comes off. Yes, proceed then, by me, the way this works physically. It's a problem, so be careful again, GH Shields. When you walk by me after you receive the diploma and around the table here, you will notice a good number of people over here who should be pretty special to you. Would you please make some kind and considerate and thoughtful gesture of thanks to them? They don't want to shake their hands. They're perfectly fine allowing my handshaking to be a substitute for theirs because they don't want to catch cold either. Then, at some point before you're standing in front of the chairs here again, please move that tassel from the left over to the right, which signifies that you have moved from becoming a senior student at AIS-Salzburg to becoming a graduate of AIS-Salzburg and an alumnus. And lastly, silently, and to yourself, make yourself a little promise. I promise not to do what Mr. McLean does. Graduate 40 times from high school and then go back to high school every month. All right? Are we ready? Can you get an 8 on this assignment? Very good. Valedictorian of the class of 2024, Ms. Mila Shapiro. ECIS award winner for the class of 2024, Maria Pedrosa. Laura Burns Saxe Beck. Milo Kornovich. Елизавета Черепинска. Samara Axia. Nicole Cristiano. Valentina Carmen Chisler. Catalina Lissima. Yulia Mikhailovich. Sarah Milicevic. Arthur Bugarzino. Timothy Popov. Jade Rosenman. Elias William Schneider. Alisa Solana. And Paul Peter Bennett Stein. The graduates of AIS-Salzburg 2024 would like to invite everyone to please, after the ceremony, move out to the terrace and enjoy some refreshments. Graduates individually. Ladies and gentlemen, the program is over. Their high school years are finished quite successfully. I present to you the graduates of the American International School of Salzburg 2024.
Excuse me, Mary, I gotta cut through.
Real sweet. Not to be on camera.